Happy birthday to you. Sit. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pistol. Happy birthday to you. You want this bone, don't you? You want it. You want it. You want it. Taurus, and welcome to your General and Love Oracle Tarot reading for October 2016. You know, I was almost going to say August. There's some energy from August that is seeping over into October. So whatever occurred in August, there's something, I feel that it's unfinished business or something. Well, unfinished business can mean several things. It can be an ending or it can be a beginning. So maybe you went on a job interview in August and, you know, maybe you thought you didn't get it, or maybe you went at the end of August and it shows up the beginning of October. But either way it goes, whatever it is that you, not everything in August, but I feel something important. Like, as I said, a job interview, it could have been a relationship that began or somebody you were interested in, but it just didn't take off. And I feel it begins again in October for the better. Now, what's interesting, before I shuffle cards, is I pulled the butterfly card. I accidentally, actually, while I was shuffling and focusing on Taurus, I was going to start the video and this card fell out. Okay, so that to me is telling me that this is a message here. And this is windfall. So it's kind of like what I'm saying about August into October. Of course, it's not going to apply to all of you. Some of you will just walk into October that has no August energy. But I'm feeling like... I'm feeling windfall means like this could be an inheritance. This could be suddenly you win the lottery, or you go to the casinos and you play the slot machines or whatever, and suddenly you win money. This could be somebody who owes you money, decides suddenly to pay you back. It can be many different things. This could be landing a job that you've been wanting. This can also mean a relationship that you were afraid to start, and suddenly it just happens in October. Okay, so let me shuffle here the tarot cards and see what the message is for Taurus, October 2016. Windfall is an excellent card. Great card. Oh, we're a little tight here. Taurus says, I feel like you have some decisions to make. I feel you'll make them in October. That's what the cards are telling me, as they're really tight to shuffle for you right now. There's a decision, and this is something you've been kicking around for a while. You go back and forth on it. You know, first you decide no or yes, and then you go yes or no, and you're back and forth on it. So I feel that Spirit is calling you, your Spirit is calling you to make that decision, be firm with it, stand in your power about it. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I feel like some of you want to move, or you want to go a different direction, but you're just fearing it, okay? I just can feel it through the cards. Oh, there it is, too. There's the movement card. Oh, maybe some of you are fearing, too, either someone's going to leave you or you're going to leave them. You're wondering if that was the right decision or is the right decision. Well, I think with the Oracle card Windfall, you'll know that in October if it's the right decision or not. Wow, there is some journeys ahead of you. I'm getting for some of you that there is a relationship that you're thinking about or you're involved in, and I'm this time I'm picking up a male or a woman. Actually, no, it's a woman, but it could be a man too. But it's a woman. I really feel here you want to make a move regarding a relationship, but I think that you're fearing it in a way because maybe there isn't going to be enough money. I feel that you're going to get money out of this. Now, this could be anybody's relationship, and when I read the cards, I'm giving you examples or what comes in regarding vision and messages from spirit. So, some of you may not get a windfall of money, but I feel this particular relationship is maybe a married life, and I feel there's a divorce here, but yet there's quite a bit of money that's coming out of this divorce. I'm also getting a change, just a change. You're going to travel. Looks like you're going, maybe some of you Taurians are going to move. I'm getting some of you maybe even moving overseas or across state, or you're still in the same state but away from the location that you're in. I feel that you need to be strong in October. I'm getting the lion spirit here. Maybe this has to do with a fire sign like Leo or Aries or Sagittarius. It could be the sign of the person you're leaving. But I feel like, I still feel like there's a fear of separating from this person because of money. But I do feel like whether there's money or not, you know the answer in regards to this relationship. I'm getting that this person drinks or does something that is toxic. And it's been going on for a long time. And so I just feel like you just need to actually separate from this. Okay, you don't necessarily have to divorce. And I'm not talking about the one that is actually going through a divorce. I'm talking about someone else's relationship where, I feel like there is a boy, a son that's involved. He's young. But I do feel like you're going to separate from this relationship because there's just too much toxic energy. I'm just getting drinking or drugs or gambling of some kind, but it's I don't feel healthy about it. It's not healthy either for your son. Okay, I don't want to shake my table here because then my video starts shaking, so I'll keep my hands off the table or just keep them in the air. But I do feel like for some of you, you're just going to walk into a new career. And what I'm feeling is like, again, I'm getting that August energy, like you set foot to do something in August and it didn't come through, and it comes through in October for you. I'm really getting a lot more money than what you were making, and I feel like you deserve this. You've been working hard enough for it. And it does show that when you do move into this position, I feel like you will be working hard, but I feel like you have more authority in this position also. So what I'm getting from Spirit is team playing. You need to team play here. Don't try to do everything yourself. That's what you have a team for. Okay. Now, for some of you, I feel like you're kind of heartbroken or disappointed because there was a relationship that was going on at a distance from you. I feel like this relationship was in another country or clear across the states. And I feel like you've been trying to either leave this relationship or put this relationship back together. But I feel like someone is being very childish, very immature. I feel that they still want to be with you, but I feel like they want you to bite their butt in order to get them completely. And you know what? My opinion, we don't kiss ass for that. Okay. So, I have a feeling though that the person is still going to try to be with you, but is going to argue with you to have it on their terms or try to see it out of their view, or their viewpoint. The only problem with their viewpoint is, and I'm not trying to judge them, but honestly, they're still looking out of immature eyes. And they haven't been truthful. They haven't been totally honest with you about their devotion to you, is what I'm feeling. Perhaps they've been talking to others on the side, or even seeing others, but they realize that you are the one that is the most special to them, that they can get the most out of you. They're not looking at the fact that they love you the most. They're looking at the fact that they can get the most out of you. Okay, that's entirely different than love. That's almost as if they're using someone. So I feel that you will be working this out in October, but I feel favorably that you will decide to leave this relationship go. Because it's not coming up to your level. And if you drop to their level, you're just going to be really unhappy, because you're going to be constantly having to, honestly, change diapers. Okay, and I don't mean on a little kid, I mean on them. Okay, you're going to constantly have to put Band-Aids on their boo-boos, you know, change their diapers when they start acting immature, and it's just going to be very draining. It's not that they're toxic. They're just immature, and I don't feel that they're growing up anytime soon. And then leaving them, too, isn't going to give them a wake-up call about it. Then they're just going to have, you know, I almost feel like they're going to have grudges. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Okay, let me go ahead and look at your love cards. What are the messages for Taurus October love? You know, as I'm sitting here shuffling the cards, I'm getting really hungry. I think some of you Taurians are having some issues with diet change, or maybe you're emotionally eating, because I feel there is a lot of stress and also anger. Like I feel like you're not getting the anger out like you should. And so I feel like it's eating away inside of you. And so therefore I find that you're actually snacking and eating a little bit more than you normally would. And of course, they're the comfort foods. So just want to make mention of that so that you become conscious of it. There's nobody worth putting on the pounds to protect yourself from the pain you received in that relationship or event. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at this. All right, wait, there's more coming in here. I wish I had the time just to sit here and talk to you for an hour, each zodiac sign, because messages come in like that. Okay, so I'm getting something with the breathing. Maybe some of you may have either COPD or asthma, or bronchitis. I feel like you have allergies. Maybe some of you smoke. I feel you need to cut back on the smoking. Try to quit if you can. I'm just getting really irritated bronchial tubes. Perhaps a few of you are using inhalers at this time of the year. But I just feel like the breathing. And also, too, I feel like in your breath is where you're holding some discomfort of past experiences. Like when I'm taking a deep breath in and out, I'm feeling this sigh, the unhappiness, some of the struggles you've been through. You want to just focus on your breath, that you want it to feel free, going in and out, okay? And as you're breathing in and out, don't let it try to strangle you. You are still breathing. If it gets to be too much, just let it go, because I feel like it has a lot to do with you also, besides having allergies, giving away your power to others. So you want to breathe in. And when you start to feel those little lumps or that entrapment, ask yourself, what is it in the breath that feels trapped? The answers are going to come to you. And then as they do, just take a break for a few minutes and just maybe journal it or observe it. Don't get in the middle of it again, because you're not going to be able to detect the answers you're looking for, to release some of that anxiety from the breath. Okay, I know when we get anxiety, the breath can be tight, besides us feeling nervous and so forth. But I'm just feeling like a lot of you Taurians are holding that anxiety in your breath, in your chest. And also work on your heart chakra. Just, work and just release as much as you possibly can in one sitting. Okay, and then breathe and then close that chakra back up. Maybe I'll make a video one day on teaching how to cleanse chakras and see who's actually living in that space. When I breathe and I focus on Taurus, Spirit, what I'm getting here from Spirit is like some of you have had rough times with your children or your parents. So I feel a lot of them are living, the memory and the energy is still stuck in the chest area. And also I'm getting the solar plexus. I'm feeling some of Taurians have been nervous lately too. Those are the areas you want to focus on releasing. I'm also getting some who may be having issues with thyroid, like the thyroid sluggish, and you're just, tired all the time, or, like can't get the weight off, things like that. Love yourself. That's what I just heard. Just love yourself more. Okay? I'm not saying it's going to 100% heal it, but it's going to release you with a lot of stuff. Loving ourselves unconditionally releases a lot of stuff also. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there is maybe a discussion about engagement or moving forward in a relationship that leads to marriage. But what I'm getting here is first of all, I'm getting a couple coming in here who go to school or are just basically working all the time, and they don't have enough time to be with each other. Okay, you need to make time to let the relationship grow, and I understand that you've got to work too. Maybe you're working even harder just so there's money for the wedding. But I feel like right now it's like you want to get married, but you're looking at the fact that maybe you can't afford it. There are affordable weddings. There are ways to get married and also have a reception if you want, and a honeymoon. You just got to look into it, but there are ways that are reasonable to do this. I feel like this is someone you're marrying from your past, okay? Maybe this was somebody you went to school with or a childhood sweetheart. I'm just feeling that Spirit wants you to stay as optimistic as you possibly can. I'm also getting that some of you who... Okay, wait. Time out. I don't want to talk. There's that wedding card. Well, I don't have anything negative to say, thank God, for October for Taurians, except, I do feel like there's some residual from that's something that happened in August, maybe even July, that is coming forward again in October for you to make a decision on. Either accept it and invite it back into your life or completely let it go. But I'm also getting that this is an excellent month for Taurians to, I'm getting plans. Like some of you may not meet somebody in October, but I feel like you're making plans. And those plans are maybe you decide to become a member on a dating site. Maybe you decide to go out and get yourself noticed. I feel like there's a little bit of a budge in October here that brings you luck in relationships, and maybe towards the middle to end of October you meet someone. I will be doing my bi-weekly soon, and so who knows, I can take a look at the energies a couple weeks at a time, but I just feel that windfall, there's opportunity to meet people this month. There's opportunity for a lot of things for you, Taurus, this month. I feel some of you will even go back to work who haven't been working for whatever reason that may be. But I do feel like that you are just establishing a lot of blissful things in October. you know, relationships, jobs, money, working on having better health. And I'm also getting someone is perhaps maybe dating a married man who has children, or somebody who was married. And so perhaps there might be a bit of struggle with the children. But I feel the children will come around. I don't know why I just got cookies. What's the cookies? I don't know if that's going to really make sense. That's kind of funny. That's like giving a dog a treat. But children love cookies. I think what Spirit is trying to say here, don't let it frustrate you. You can work with the children by, complimenting them and getting involved in the interests that, that they're interested in. It's like giving them a cookie, like, you've been a good girl, you've been a good boy kind of thing. The cookies are good. That's what Spirit means, is like, just be generous and don't worry about them running over you or trying to stop the relationship. Because if you give in to them, what's going to happen is you're just going to, the relationship is just going to tie up in a knot, and it's going to fall to pieces. So focus on your mate and just be generous, and just, pretend you're giving them a cookie, and just compliment them, and maybe try to see the different interests. What I really feel is they feel jealous of you, and at the same time I feel like they miss their mom. I don't know what happened with their mom, but their mother's not around. Well, that could be because of the divorce, but it could also mean that she may have passed away, or she's in another country, or a distance from where you're at. Okay. But Taurus, fabulous month in October. Bring in that windfall, manifest it. It's there. Grab it. Okay. For all of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. Please remember to check your moon and your rising. If you'd like a personal reading with me, www.transformationandempowerment.com. It's also listed below this video. Have a fabulous October. Much love and blessings.